traffic in New York City making its way back and forth between Manhattan and with...
Hey, Kevin. Well,
it does indeed. Thanks, David. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Brooklyn, Harden out there with Irving. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Durant. And it's Green in at the 4 spot. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Here's Powell. Three-pointer. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game. And both these teams rely on low post offense, Doris, in a size-on-size matchup. What can make the difference?
Well, smart passing is one of the keys, Kevin. You have to be able to enter the ball into the low post in a way that puts that big in a position to score it. The ball's got to be moving. Can you get it side to side and get the ball inside at the appropriate time? Well, the multi-time scoring champion Kevin Durant is showing you he has got as complete a game as there is in the NBA. What a pretty pass.
And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. It's McCollum on the wing. He's covered by Irving. Lillard misses.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Harden, that's good.
I mean, how many spots on the floor is Harden not effective from? I'll tell you, not many.
Lillard against Harden. And Lillard kicks to Powell. Offensive rebound. Here's Nurkic. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And he's able to get it back. Lillard misses.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
He was all alone on that one.
Well, listen, you do the best you can to make Kevin Durant take tough shots. But this guy, lightning quick release, unbelievable shooter. So hard to guard him.
Here's Lillard. Nurkic, great positioning on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. It's Harden with the drive. The layup missed.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Here's McCollum. Now the dish to Covington. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Here's Powell. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Powell's got 5.
Well, the more Norman Powell makes these shots, the more confidence he gains, the more of a problem he becomes.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Lillard attacking. Nurkic dishes to McCollum. Another shot, and that one drops.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
And here's Harden. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Harden's got his 3rd basket of the night. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Harden against Lillard. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Harden the pass to Green. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Green. Green's got 3 assists tonight.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Lillard scanning the floor. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And when Lillard sees an opening, he takes full advantage. Skilled at drawing contact.
And a new group in for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green. Joe Harris is checked in for Kevin Durant. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor, he's checked in for Nurkic. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Robert Covington. Anthony's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Derek Jones in for McCollum.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
Irving against Jones. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Lillard outside. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Anthony. And that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. James Harden get. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, he is stiff.
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
On the floor for Portland, Hollis Jefferson is out there with Anthony. Then it's Jones. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the 1. The Nets with the lead. Here's Irving. Buries it down low.
How about the great body control by Kyrie Irving, one of the best small men in the league at converting through contact.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of, and then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Harden's checked in.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Harris finds Harden. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and it'll go to the line. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many of the guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
The 15-footer, and it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Now here's Jones. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. Back to Jones. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Griffin kicks to Harden. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Harden's got 13.
And defensively, you got to respect Harden's ability to drive. That just makes him exponentially more difficult to guard out at the line.
Harris against Anthony. It's deflected, but they recover it. 4 on the clock. Hollis Jefferson passes to Anthony. It's hauled in by Harris.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant's checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for Dinwiddie.
Well, there is something special about the way Enes Kanter performs on the offensive end. He is a tough cover.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And Brooklyn making a change here. Irving's checked in. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Nets. 1:30 left in the first half of basketball. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Lillard against Irving from 18 feet away. That's good on the jump shot. Lillard's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then, that's not enough. The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Covington passes to Nurkic. Back to Covington. Down low. Second chance shot. And Nurkic with the basket on the assist from Covington. Nurkic has got his second basket of the night. Outside Irving. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
What's incredible to me is Kyrie Irving at 6'3". Does he possess incredible eye-popping athleticism? No. But he can create his own shot anytime he wants, and his finishing ability is as good as it gets in the NBA.
Lillard against Irving. Lillard attack. Wow, hammering it in.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Here's KD. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Durant's got his second bucket.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 13 points and 1 steal.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
We've got Durant. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Green. Then there's Brown, and it's Irving in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Back to Lillard. And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That's his first foul. James Harden. He's checked in for the Nets. Lillard outside. No good on the three. The Nets with the lead. Harden's shot is good. Harden's got 15 points.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Here's Lillard. A rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got his 4th rebound in this one. Irving dishes to Harden. from outside the arc. Green kicks to Irving. Lets it go with a three. Jordan. And a missed layup.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Pass to Lillard. Right side, Covington. From past the arc. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists tonight.
Right now, Robert Covington in the catch and shoot has so much confidence.
Harden can't hit. Portland trailing here. Here's McCollum. Yep, that one goes. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
And now around 2 minutes. Oh!
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Lillard against Harden. Lillard the pass to Powell. And a miss there on the triple. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. They lead by 1. KD's shot is off.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Green finds Harden. And he converts the layup. Harden's got 6 here in this quarter. Now the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well. So when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point.
Well, guys, you see it so often. Kyrie Irving's speed makes him easy to foul.
And a new group in for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. Harris is checked in for Kevin Durant. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. There's 1:38 left in the third. Outside, Jones. 5 to shoot. Portland needs to get off a shot. Here's Cantor. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Elite offensive rebounder from the moment he stepped between the lines. Enes Kanter, that is a strength of his game.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Dinwiddie outside. The pass to Claxton. Pulls it up. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. And the Nets lead by 2.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Simons surveying the D. Here's Cantor. Shoots over Griffin. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And to me, guys, there's a level of physicality that Enes Kanter provides that's important to his team. He is unafraid of anyone, and that in and of itself is crucial.
James Harden. He's checked in for Irving. Out to the right wing. Here's Dinwiddie. Harris finds Dinwiddie. Here's Claxton. Shot clock at 6. Left side, Griffin. Taken away by Anthony. To the middle. There's Hollis Jefferson. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
How about the aggressiveness of Rondé Hollis Jefferson? Go to work, young man.
Dinwiddie outside. Here's Griffin. No points in the game yet for him. Dinwiddie kicks to Harden.
Well, you have to like that Cantor gets active on the defensive end. This is the area of his game that he can...
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Trailblazers lead by 1. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter next. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, they've got Enes Kanter, Anthony out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then there's Derek Jones, and it's Simons in at the point. Jones in the post, guarded by Harden. Jones, no luck. Harden left side. The Nets working the ball around now. 2 free throws coming up, and they call. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, they continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
Dinwiddie passes to Griffin. His 3-pointers off the mark. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. The putback, and there's Jordan putting it right back in.
It is not easy trying to keep DeAndre Jordan off the boards. His combination of length and determination, so impressive.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Back to Lillard. McCollum outside. Pass to Nurkic. Powell for 3. Kept alive. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
The shot's good from Jordan. And guys, here in the 4th quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Harris is checked in for Jeff Green. Now a timeout called by Portland.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
The Nets making a switch here. Dinwiddie's checked in. Portland also making some changes. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic, and Jones subbed in for Robert Covington. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And for a point guard, Lillard has some hops. Outstanding at knowing when to use them for the dunk.
Here's Irving. Here's Jordan. He kicks it to Irving. Passes it to Dinwiddie. Goes back up. And another shot. Outside Irving. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
Huge bucket from Kyrie. Knows how to deliver.
Lillard against Irving. With the putback. And Kanter able to finish.
And James Cantor, so aggressive and assertive, big-time play.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn. They trail by 1. Shoots over Lillard. A shot's good from Irving. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that was the right call. Look, when you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Jones with it. He's picked up by KD. Lillard from outside. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
You simply cannot give Kyrie Irving room to run in the open floor. This guy is a phenomenal transition player.
Lillard against Irving. Lillard attacking. Pass to Powell. There's the triple. That shot off, and Brooklyn will come the other way. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. KD finds Jordan. Up to KD. Moving against Lillard. And here's Harris from the arc. Short. And it's Portland with the rebound. Here's McCollum. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
And this is what makes KD special, the willingness to absorb the responsibility of the big-time shot.
Lillard attacking. Second shot opportunity. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Boy, Enes Kanter's willingness to be the guy to take over in a critical stretch, so impressive.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
And they go to the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
I think Kevin Durant has proven he's all about winning. He's going to do whatever it takes. This guy is a gamer. He can meet the biggest moments, and he's willing to grind. I just love watching this guy go.
Harris with it. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Up next, it's the NBA. Welcome to our... Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Reggie Jackson. Morris is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Paul George, and it's Leonard in at small forward. And for Brooklyn, we've got DeAndre Jordan, Harden out there with Irving, and it's Durant, and it's Green in at the 4. Now here's Jackson. The dish to George. And that one, good. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
And it's George finishing it off.
What an athlete Paul George is, leaping up with such ease on those throwdowns.
Outside, KD. First quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to Jordan. Harden with it. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Just 3 to shoot. The shot by KD. No good. And so Ibaka will bring it up for Los Angeles.
And as he gets deeper into his career, Serge Ibaka's shooting continues to improve. What a great job he's done of changing how he scores.
It's very impressive because a late bloomer Serge Ibaka has been on the offensive end. Let's look at last season, his highest point per game average, and he's in his 11th NBA season. And still has great efficiency on the offensive end, but sometimes he's overlooked as a scorer on this team.
So it's Brooklyn now. Harden with it.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
The 3 from George. Knocks down the 3 ball. George has got 7 points in the game.
I like the efficiency here. 3 out of 4 shooting, just taking what the defense gives him.
Here's KD. Jordan. Back to KD. Gets it to go from 18 feet away.
With his size, KD almost unstoppable from mid-range.
And George kicks to Leonard. And just under 2. Hammering it in.
Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
Irving for 3. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
This is what makes Kyrie so dangerous. He is so proficient from distance.
George passes to Ibaka. And George kicks to Jackson. Green against Morris. Outside, George. Shot clock at 5. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. The 19-foot shot. Morris with the bucket.
And this is in Morris's wheelhouse right here. Extremely fluid with the catch and release.
Harden outside. And it's Harden slamming it down.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
1:19 left here in the first quarter. On the wing, Jackson. Lobs it up for Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
I'll tell you, for a veteran, Ibaka still gets sky high on these alley-oops.
Harden up top, defended by George. Clippers leading by 5. Morris, left side. Yep, it counts.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Durant with it. Leonard picks him up. Stolen by George. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
The trust George has built with his team, they know he'll finish strong if they feed him.
Harden surveying the D. Pass to Jordan. Second chance shot. He's off on that one. Ibaka with some nice D. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. It's stolen by Green. Harden outside. Good. Nice job down low. Harden's got 6 points.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Clipper. And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the...
How can we be the best version of ourselves?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
They've got Joe Harris. Griffin is out there with Brown. And it's Claxton in at the power forward position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. Back to Dinwiddie. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Harris from the arc. No good that time. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Dinwiddie finds Harris. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Kennard with the ball. Brown's there.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Nets trail by 10. Here now is Dinwiddie. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Griffin against Cousins. Brown outside. Pass to Harris. That 3 off the mark. Clippers leading by 10. Here's Beverly. There's the pass to Kennard. And it's off from three-point range. Brown down low. Kennard covering. Count the basket. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've led by as many as 11 points. He kicks it to Batum. Pass to Kennard. Pass to Zubats. Back to Kennard. On the wing, Batum. Clippers moving the ball around. The shot. Zubats trying to break loose. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Stolen by Beverly. Now the Clippers moving it up. Over in the corner, Batum passes it to Beverly. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right.
No, we don't do that.
Stolen by Zubac. Kennard on the wing. Dinwiddie with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. Dinwiddie with the ball.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
And Beverly kicks to Kennard. Floats it up for Cousins and taken away by Brown. And here we go. The fast break with Dinwiddie. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin.
You know, Blake Griffin, he gives you a little bit of everything offensively. Terrific court awareness.
Beverly, the pass to Kennard. He got it up. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see an outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 9 points and 1 steal. And let us... And...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Without question, George is playing his skills today.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Ibaka. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. On the clock. A shot by Harden. Wide open. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Clippers leading by 10.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
Here's Leonard. And Serge Ibaka, the bucket on the assist from Leonard. And the Clippers lead by 10.
That's a well-timed play, well executed, and Serge, a quick, powerful roller to work with.
High post, KD. Leonard's there. Here's Jordan. Outside Irving. Over Jackson. The kick out to Irving. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Irving's got 5 now.
Defensively, someone has to stay with Kyrie on the pick and roll. He's too good of a scorer.
And George, here we go. It's good.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
And it's George finishing it off. And it's a 12-point Los Angeles lead.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, this is Jordan's mindset, trying to extend the play and convert that effort into points.
Outside, George. The feed to Ibaka. Outside for George. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Harden outside. Inside. Ibaka with some nice D.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Lobs it up to Ibaka.
Kawhi has all the physical gifts, and the one thing I love, he really can pass.
Irving for three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He is really shouldering the load on the offensive end and doing an outstanding job, but he needs the rest of his team to step up.
Outside Jackson. There's the lob to the hoop.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
Harden dishes to Jordan. It's Harden with the drive and the jam by Harden.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. 1:19 left to play in the third. Nobody near Leonard. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Leonard's got 5 points so far. Nets trail by 11. Harden outside. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And without a doubt, one of the most advanced scorers this game has ever seen. Harden can do damage from just about anywhere.
Jackson against Harden. The drive by Jackson. Feeds to Ibaka. Stolen by Harden. And even 3-on-3 break. It's stolen by Morris. Offside Ibaka. On the wing, Jackson. The tray. And stolen by Jordan. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Dinwiddie passes to Harris. Back to Dinwiddie. For three. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Harris.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Now Beverly. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Cousins, and we've reached the end of the third. The Clippers on top, up 5. Live from... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. We've got Brown. Griffin is out there with Joe Harris. And it's Claxton in at the 4 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Beverly finds Cousins. Shot clock at 3. Nice D from Griffin. Nets trail by 5. Takes a shot at the elbow. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Now, here's Kennard. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Outstanding decision. Kennard is getting better and better at creating offense for himself.
Here's Dinwiddie. Brown trying to free himself up. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Kennard with the ball. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game. Kennard against Brown. Puts it up from 15. The shot's good from Kennard.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. And there's the pass to Claxton. Back to Dinwiddie. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Harris, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Now it's a 7-point Los Angeles lead. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Beverly against Dinwiddie. Banked in off the glass.
Man, that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers, where they can do something with it.
And Beverly kicks to Kennard. To the inside. 4 on the shot clock. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And the jam by Harden.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Jackson kicks to George. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And it's George finishing it off.
Big points as the stakes rise, so does George's impact on the game.
It's Harden with the drive. And the jam by Harden.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam. Seen some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. And it's George finishing it off.
So smart with the ball in his hands. George reads the floor well and takes advantage of what's there.
Harden kicks to Green. Looking for George. He gets it there. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And that couldn't have gone better for them right there. Forget about playing it safe. They're looking to finish this thing off in style.
Harden the pass to KD. Harden dishes to Durant. Back to Harden. And they pick up 2.
I love how Durant keeps his eyes up, scanning for someone with a better look.
Clippers leading by 5. In the corner, George with it. There's 57 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Kicks it out to Harden. The 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. KD with it. Leonard picks him up. And it's Durant missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Outside Leonard. Charity stripe shot. James Harden with the rebound. Guys, a comeback probably not in the cards at this point.
Yeah, I think you can put a fork in it.
Outside for Durant. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Irving for 3. Nails the triple.
Saving a little something from when it really counts. Kyrie dropping daggers down the stretch.
Outside Leonard. Here's the 3. No good. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. There below is... And Dave...
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center position. And for the Nets, we've got Jordan. Green is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. And it's Irving in at shooting guard. And stolen by Jordan. In transition, here come the Nets. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Jordan. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. But we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Harden's shot is good.
And Green is a critical role player for this team. His passing is really phenomenal.
And Holiday, here we go. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Pass to Harden. And now just over a minute played here in the first. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. Holiday with it. Teardrop shot. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That's a battle down there. It's one of the reasons Lopez has been in this league for over a decade. Solid effort.
Here's Durant. Pass to Jordan. Out to KD. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Shooting 4 of 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel good.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. Great D that time from Durant. The Nets have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Now here is Holiday, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. And here we go. Brooklyn, fast break. Irving's got the ball. Harden, no good. The Bucks have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And the Nets with possession here. Back to Harden. Just 5 to shoot. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively. Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Kicks it out to Harden. Down low. Jordan the pass to Green. Outside Irving for the 3. Good as Green picking up the assist.
You know, such a remarkable scorer. Kyrie has such a quick trigger. The D has no chance there.
Holiday looking for an opening. A 3-pointer off the mark. Brooklyn leading by 4. And now Durant on the floor, galloping all by himself.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn.
I don't know if Drew Holiday's an underrated player, but he certainly is underappreciated with the way he can go at you as a two-way guy. He can score, and he can also guard positions 1 through 4.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Brown dishes to Griffin. Lopez with the block.
This defense gets a lot scarier when Lopez is blocking shots.
The shot by Holiday, no good. The Nets have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Claxton the pass to Harris. Outside Griffin. Now the pass to Claxton. Middleton outside. Rebounded by the Nets. Brown drives in. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Definitely the game has slowed down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Bucks, P.J. Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. Then there's Teague, and it's Nora in at the 3, the small forward. Harris outside. The kick out to Brown. The shot that time, not on target. The Bucks go the other way with it. Throws it up high. Tucker can't get it to go.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Here's Teague. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. Dinwiddie with the steal. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And the dunk by Brown.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
And Teague, here we go. It doesn't go for him. Nets leading by 9. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Dinwiddie wide open. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And it's Teague, that time on the assist from Tucker.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Claxton the pass to Brown. Dinwiddie kicks to Brown. Back to Dinwiddie. And it's in there.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 9-point game. Here's Connaughton. He's covered by Brown. Portis can't get it to go. Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. For 3, Harris. That shot missing. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Here's Connaughton. Goes back up. T kicks to Portis. Passes to Tucker.
2 minutes.
Here's Nora. He's still scoreless so far in this one, and he makes that one. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Here's Teague. And he lays it straight in. Now it's just a 3-point Nets lead.
And Teague takes advantage of the room he had in front of him, creating an easy opportunity for himself.
Brown feeling it out a bit. At the elbow, it's Harris. Dinwiddie passes to Harris. And the Nets miss again.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Mora can't get it to go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And just 72% from the line a season ago. Not the greatest of numbers, but there are guys who are far worse off when it comes to free throw shooting.
And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Bruce Brown. And James Harden has subbed in for Dinwiddie. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The shot's good from Irving. Irving's got 5 now.
Kyrie not backing away from the contact there. In fact, welcoming that one tricked you into it.
Holiday against Harden. Now Holiday, he has 7. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of one, they were able to. And that does it for our.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Brooklyn leading by 7. They've got Green. Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Durant in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Harden kicks to Irving. Back to Harden. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Harden's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Nets. Now here is Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there to go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken number 1.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Irving from long range. The rebound by the Bucks. Giannis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Holiday. The shot will not fall. Good work defensively by Harden. And a wide open look for Irving. Another miss by Irving.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
And Antetokounmpo inside. Guarded by Green. Lopez right side. Poked away. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
3 on 3. Irving from long range. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Holiday, count it, good. Holiday's got 9.
All right, after 4 misses, they finally get 1 to go. That has to be a big relief for the offense after beginning this half on a bit of a cold streak.
Irving passes to KD. Off target from 3-point range. Bucks trail by 7. To the paint. Here's Lopez. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
Feeling more and more comfortable in this offense. That's just Chris Middleton making a play.
Harden outside. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Middleton left side. The pass to DiVincenzo. The three. And it's James Harden with the rebound. Nets leading by 5. Here's KD. And then Durant with the dunk.
And Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
Middleton finds Holiday. KD against Middleton. Holiday, the pass to Giannis. It's stolen by Green. Irving for 3. Offensive rebound, Nets. From deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And now it's a 10-point Nets lead.
Yeah, that's one of the more dangerous shots. The form, the quick release, everything for Kyrie in sync.
Here's Giannis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
For Milwaukee, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. Out to Harris. Fires for 3. Clock at 6. Three-pointer. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Here's Harris. Passes it to Griffin. 5 on the clock. Harris passes to Griffin. That misses off the backboard. Bucks trail by 10. Here's Connaughton, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
But look at the basket guy still shaking. Dinwiddie finds Harris. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
And that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the 4th quarter. Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Teague. And it's Nora in at the small forward position. It's good on the putback.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Pass to Harris. Right side, Griffin. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. For the 3. That one, no good. Now the Bucks take it the other way.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Dinwiddie with it. Picked up by Portis. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. Claxton, no good.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
And you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Harris outside. Griffin kicks to Harris. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the Nets lead by 7.
Yeah, you don't want to leave people open when Blake Griffin has vision of the floor. He exploited the hole in the defense that time.
Here's Teague. Whistle blows. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Outside Teague. Here's Antetokounmpo. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Antetokounmpo's got his first basket.
That was like a morning paper for Jeff Teague. Makes a great read and swings the ball around for a clean look at the bucket.
Pass to Irving. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. And it's Jordan with the jam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Teague drives in. Giannis inside. He's against Jordan. Lopez inside, guarded by Green. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Now we've seen Lopez be more and more assertive in looking for his shot, which in turn draws the defense's attention to him.
So for the Nets, Griffin comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Jeff Green. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Holiday's checked in.
Yeah, not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
Harden kicks to Griffin. Harden the pass to Durant. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And the Nets lead by 7.
Yeah, it's been years and years of coaches trying to figure out how you stop Kevin Durant. Just so long, so agile, and too good.
Middleton for 3. Harden grabs the miss.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Harden the pass to Durant. Launches it. And Harden with the basket on the assist by KD. Harden's got the lead up to 10 now for Brooklyn. And here's Holiday. Inside, here's Antetokounmpo, and the layup's good off the glass.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding how to get the ball to an open teammate.
Harden the pass to KD. For 3. And the Nets, another 3.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Brooklyn.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks and also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easily.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Kyrie Irving.
It felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
Offensive rebound. Outside for Durant. From deep three-point range. That's no basket. His third miss in 8 tries.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
Great positioning on the putback.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Harden with it. Down low. So it's the Nets picking up the win. It was. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining.
for the land of the...
Welcome, everyone, to a great Sunday night. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Irving. Green is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's KD in at the small forward. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the small forward position. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this will come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
To the inside, the kick out to Irving. On the wing, Green. Back to Irving. Lillard against Harden. Here's Jordan. A second chance effort. The drive by Green. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
And you really can't forget about Green's speed. So effective on the drive.
Lillard surveying the D. Passes it to McCollum. Just 5 on the clock. Stolen by Harden. From 10 feet out. And Harden with the stuff.
Are you kidding me with that pass? Okay, Kyrie. That one made my day.
Three-pointer, Lillard hits it from three-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep. And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. His team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around, taking control of the tempo. I mean, Harden will let the other team turn their last 3 into a run.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's foul number 2 for him.
2 fouls, and we're not even out of the first quarter. That's not a good pace to set.
Now, here's Lillard. A 3 from McCollum.
I like how Irving gets after it on defense, using his speed to stick with his man and make life difficult for him.
Lets it go with a 3. Jordan kicks to Harden. Green passes to Harden. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
Lillard against Harden. It's Covington on the wing. And that's a great dunk!
Freakish athletic.
Wow. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. The feed to Jordan. Outside for Durant. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Up again, and there's Jordan putting it right back in.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Now here's Lillard. 5 points in the game. Lets the 3 fly. The shot by Powell, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Green finds KD. Offline with his 3. Trailblazers trail by 4. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Lillard. Nurkic up top, guarded by Jordan. And now the fast break, Durant with the ball. He goes up again. The deep 3 from Harden. 6 to shoot. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those are exactly the kinds of plays that can spark a team. Just solid work down in the paint.
And it's McCollum in the corner. Portland no good that time either.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Irving can't get it to go. Trailblazers have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Harry Giles comes in for Robert Covington. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Now, here's Dinwiddie. Now, here's Brown. Good work there as it goes.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Kicks to Powell. Pass to Simon. Fires the 3. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We've got more in store for you right after this.
I know that when the main guy...
He's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Just cashing in on second-chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Well, it's part of their strategy coming in, no doubt. And there may not be that much their opponent can do about it.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. They've got Griffin. Brown out there with Joe Harris. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. Now, here's Dinwiddie. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Griffin finds Harris. Misses the 3. Trailblazers trail by 4.
Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. Looked good as a third scoring option for the team.
Here's Dinwiddie after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. Now, here's Dinwiddie. He's guarded closer. The kick out to Brown. Dinwiddie outside. Back to Brown. Off target from outside.
And with Melo not having to bear so much of the scoring load, I think was good for him.
Yeah, especially since he took about a year off from playing. Melo had to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence. But he clearly has something left to offer.
Picked his pocket. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. And the pass to Powell. Pass to Simons. It's good. This game is all even.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Brown dishes to Harris. Shoots. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And the basket is good. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
Simons surveying the D. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you got to like the guys that are have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the King. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. It's stolen by Green. In transition, here come the Nets. Goes up, and Harden with the stuff.
Oh, what hustle from Harden. Just sprinting down the floor in transition, finding a great shot as a result.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Lillard with it. He's picked up by KD. Jones, no one around him. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Jones has got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers. The 3 from Harden. And Cantor pulls it down.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Nets trail by 4. Here's Jordan. Off target at the rim. And now here comes Jones leading the break. And Jones slams it home.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity.
Oh, wow!
Nice! I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete.
Lillard, right side, outside Anthony. Back to Lillard, jacks up a 3, buries the long-range jumper. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And on the way from Irving for 3, they get it back.
That's not the typical way Harden creates his own shot, but it's effective. Work hard on the glass and you'll get some easy buckets out of it.
Lillard way outside. Can't drop the tough 3-pointer.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure. And he doesn't get talked about that much, but Yusuf Nurkic, big part of what this team does. Can he just... And that'll...
Somebody please stop me. It's just me dropping. They just eavesdropping. I don't need nothing.
We've got second-half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Jones in at the 3, the small forward. And the basket by Lillard.
Well, Lillard is always going to be aggressive on offense as he looks to catch the defense off guard.
Lillard against Harden. Trailblazers leading by 5. Here's Jones. And the shot goes down. Jones has got 7.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
Harden against Lillard. And the basket by Harden.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The Trailblazers shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Harden against Lillard. And it's McCollum in the corner. 5 to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. From deep. Lillard misses. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. To the middle. Jordan. Wow, hammering it in.
And he doesn't always feel the need to get fancy on those dunks, but when Jordan does, he makes it something special, just like that one.
Jones for three. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 7 rebounds in the game. And then Durant with the dunk.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
Lillard against Harden. Pass to McCollum. And he drops in the layup off the glass. McCollum's got his second bucket of the game to go.
He's an excellent penetrator. I mean, as soon as McCollum sees a lane, he's all over.
Pass to Irving. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
It's his first trip to the line. And Brown drops them both.
And drafted 42nd back in 2018 out of Miami, Bruce Brown has shown himself to be a rugged two-way guard.
Yeah, he's a second-round steal. Yeah, he competes at the defensive end of the floor, and the shooting numbers are trending in the right direction.
Here's Simons. Dinwiddie covering. A nice shot by Simons.
Hey, guys, he has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
It's Brown on the wing. Here's Griffin. They grab their own miss. Harris finds Dinwiddie. It's Brown on the wing. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Trailblazers leading by 3. Here's Anthony. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Portland shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Anthony.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
1:03 left in the third quarter of the game. Dinwiddie kicks to Harris. Dishes to Griffin. Here's Brown. Anthony with the defensive effort.
That's a shot they're always happy to give, even when he blows the finish.
Powell, that's good.
This is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Here's Brown. Lays it up off the glass. Brown's got his second basket of the night. There's 37 seconds left in the third. Here's Simons. Dinwiddie covering. Lays it up and banks it in. Simons has got the lead up to 7 now for the Trailblazers.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
Dinwiddie passes to Harris. Now here's Dinwiddie. T right on him. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
He's a minute close to the rim. When Griffin gets the ball in the position he wants, you got to whack him.
Griffin hits them both. So it's Portland now. Here's Simons. The pass to Powell. No good with the triple. The third quarter comes to a close. Trailblazers out in front. They're up by 5. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
3 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Green, Harden out there with Irving. Then it's Jordan, and it's Durant in at the 3.
Well, this is one of Irving's favorite shots. He's great at squaring himself up before firing.
Lillard against Harden. Now, here's Lillard, guarded close, and Jordan sends it back.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
You must know that Durant is looking to score off the pass. He has such a quick trigger.
Portland leading. Lillard outside. In the corner, Powell with it. Durant with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. The shot's good from Irving.
And that's 6 straight for him on fast breaks.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Dang, that's his 4th foul. Now he's going to have to be careful. Still a little ways to go and only 2 fouls to spare.
A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Nurkic can't hit. The Nets have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Count that bucket. And now it's a 3-point Nets lead.
Torch from mid-range. I mean, that's almost unmatched. I mean, Irving is dead-eye from that range.
Here's Lillard at basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? To the paint. Here's Nurkic. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Well, it's never really easy trying to guard Nurkic. I mean, even when you get physical, he just stays with it.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten every shot they've taken so far in the 4th quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. Harden scanning the floor. And Harden with the stop.
As if there was any question, Harden with the big-time play.
Portland trailing here. Lillard outside. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And then for Brooklyn, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Jeff Green. Harden dishes to KD. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
When you need a big bucket, you were looking for Durant every chance you get. He has delivered so many times in that situation.
Lillard with it. He's picked up by KD. And there's the call on Durant. That is his 1st foul of the game. 1:50 left in the 4th quarter. And Lillard kicks to McCullough.
He's decent at defending the basket. The key for Griffin is remaining engaged and active on the scene.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. No good on the 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last throw.
But Lillard, he's an exceptional player. He's a guy you trust to make the right decision in these moments.
It's Durant on the wing. 1:21 left to play in the final quarter. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Harden against Lillard. Takes it out to Covington. A 3-pointer is right on target. Covington's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Absolute ball. When the game is up for grabs, Covington wants to be the guy to take it.
Durant against Jones. And Katie, here we go. And Griffin slams it in.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, James Harden.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. This game is obviously close, could go either way, and he wanted to make sure that his guys were all on the same page and were all staying with the game plan in order to close this one out. Evan?
Lillard outside. Shot clock at 5. From outside the arc. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
Yeah, with no defensive pressure at all, you've got to be able to make that mistake.
The 3 from Anthony. Offline. And so it's Portland winning this one. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. The beaches of Santa Monica. And
good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Irving. Jordan is out there with Green. And it's Durant. And it's Harden in at the point guard position. And for Los Angeles, we've got Marcus Morris. Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. And it's Ibaka. And it's Leonard in at the small forward spot. Now here's Jackson. It's Ibaka. That time on the assist by Jackson. Terrific talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul. So it's Brooklyn now. Irving surveying the floor. The rebound by Ibaka. Now the Clippers with it. Here's Jordan. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Hey, when you're as big and strong as Jordan is, you expect to get hit. You expect contact. And Jordan doesn't let it bother him.
Now, here is George. In the corner, it's Morris. Back to George. Basket counts.
And it's almost as if they knew exactly what the D was going to throw at him on that possession.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. And there's the feed to Ibaka. And Jordan sends it back.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Outside Jackson. On the wing, Morris. Kicks it out to Leonard. Lock at 6. Back to Morris. Up and in on the layup.
And the powerful frame of Morris. Difficult to knock him off his rhythm, and there finishing through the contact.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Harden. Here's Jordan out to KD. It's stolen by Ibaka. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. That puts them in the lead.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Durant, the pass to Irving. Leonard with the steal. The shot by George, wide open. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists tonight. Harden kicks to Irving. Shot to stop the run. Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
Irving doing a nice job there being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
George up top, guarded by Harden. And Ibaka slams it in.
And the slithery agility of Ibaka. Not many guys can go up with him to stop the catch and dunk.
Pass to KD. He kicks to Harden. And it's sent back by George. And he recovers it. Irving against Jackson. Here's Harden. The putback. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Ibaka. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Morris. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for George. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Reggie Jackson.
You know, like a lot of shooters, Harris prefers to release off a pass, catch and shoot, not the dribble.
Now Beverly. Dinwiddie with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Griffin with the ball. And Harris wide open. He shoots. No good on the triple. Clippers leading by 5. Here's Leonard. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Kennard against Brown. Leonard looking around.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And we. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Clippers.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
So for Brooklyn now, they've got Griffin on out there with Harris, and it's Claxton in at the 4. Back to Cousins, pass to Zubac. Now here's Kennard. There's the 3. Dinwiddie with the steal. And here we go. The fast break with Dinwiddie. And yes, it's good. Dinwiddie's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for Brooklyn.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
I think one of the best ways, guys, to score in transition is that quick hitter after the first burst.
And it's Beverly missing. Nets trail by 3. Here's Brown. And the layup is good. Brown's got his first bucket in this one.
Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
We played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. And that one's good. Beverly.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Dinwiddie drives in. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Here's Kennard. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Nets trail by 3. On the wing, Harris. Beyond the arc. Takes the 3. No good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. And here's Beverly. Kennard on the wing. He's covered by Brown. Zubac kicks to Kennard. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Brown. Offensive rebound.
Oh, how about the death touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
It's the Nets now. The Clippers getting the bucket. Shot is good in the Los Angeles leads. Cut down to just 3 on the basket from Dinwiddie. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint.
And Beverly has tremendous speed, both in how he passes and shoots it. Tough to cover in the screen and roll.
Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. Brown outside. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac finds Batum. Back to Zubac. Over Harris. That one rolling around and rims out. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a 3-point game. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And a look back at his numbers from the free throw line last year, 78%, so not too bad.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Durant's checked in for Joe Harris. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Brown. Now, here's George. He has 7. The dish to Jackson. Oh, Moore's in position. Dinwiddie with the steal. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. It's deflected. It's stolen by Ibaka. He lobs it up. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Yes, and how about the unselfishness? Paul George has no problem sharing the ball.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jackson against Irving. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
George looking over the floor. Jackson down low.
Well, Irving looking engaged and aggressive.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. At one stretch in the opening. Thanks for joining us.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Brooklyn trailing. Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then it's Ibaka. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Nets. Here's George. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. The net shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
George finds Ibaka. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists now in this one. The Nets with the lead. Harden the pass to Irving. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. It's good. Irving's got 8 points.
You can't allow Irving that look. You just can't give him that. He's too talented a player.
Harden against George. Nets leading by 3. The kick out to Irving. Again, the Nets for 2.
His shooting has been outstanding. You're definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Jackson against Irving. It's Jackson with the drive. Up top, Leonard, defended by Durant. Just 5 on the clock. Leonard inside. He's against Jordan. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut now. Now it's just 3 on the bucket from Kawhi Leonard. Outside Irving. Durant in the corner. Over Jackson. Sinks that one from the post. KD's got the lead up to 5 now for the Nets.
KD's aggressive streak coming out on that play. He can mix it up with the big guys when he needs to.
Jackson kicks to George. The shot misses. Good D by Jordan. And he commits the intentional foul. Outside, KD. Leonard with the steal. An easy 2 points on the layup. Leonard's got 9.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of him.
Harden dishes to Irving. And there's the pass to KD. He feeds it to Green. Good. Green's got the lead back up to 5 now for Brooklyn.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Jackson finds Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
And not the most flamboyant dunker, but Ibaka goes to the rack with rude intentions nonetheless.
And it's Paul George with the bucket. That's foul number 2 for him. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And here's Harris from the arc. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. No good. That would have tied it. Harris passes to Dinwiddie. Back to Harris. Found down low. Defended by Beverly. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Beverly. That's a 2 from Kennard. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Boy, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Cousins, the pass to Beverly. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. 19 seconds left in the third. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Kennard. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. It's the Nets leading by a point. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Harris down out there with Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the 4-man position. Dinwiddie finds Griffin. Brown against Kennard. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's his first foul. Here's Brown. Passes it to Harris. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Cousins, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. For 3, Harris. And again, no good by Brooklyn. On the wing, Batum. Back to Beverly. In the corner, Kennard with it. Shot clock at 6.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Here's Brown. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. And the Nets lead by 1.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And Ibaka kicks to George. Over Harden. And again, no good by the Clippers. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Green dishes to Harden. And contact. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Kyrie, not a bad answer. He'll give you the needed hoop when you need it most.
Pass to Ibaka. And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's his first foul. Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. A shot by Harden. Wide open. Sinks the triple. And now a 6-point Nets lead. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for Brooklyn?
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
And, guys, I think you've got to give them credit for the number of steals they've taken away. I mean, a lot of effort on the defense from them tonight.
Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Shoots from 12. Harden finds Irving. Back to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Harris passes to Harden. He dishes it to Griffin. Shoots it up. No good from Irving. Clippers trail by 8. Leonard with no one around. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got his 4th assist in this one. 1:12 left here in the 4th quarter. And it's Paul George with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. KD looking around. Back to Harden. Just 4 to shoot. Over George. Off the left rim and out. And so it's Leonard with it. They'll bring it up for the Clippers. Morris kicks to Ibaka. Left side, George. And they call the foul, so the coach's challenge has been issued. First game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to make a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
That's good from George.
And if you want to talk about the best two-way players in the NBA, George's name would be high on the list for sure. I mean, that's the kind of presence he has at both ends of the court.
Harden kicks to Irving. It's Durant on the wing.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Well, you look at Durant, and it's obvious. He feels like he's got so much more to prove. I mean, he's as driven a player as you'll find in this league. That's part of his greatness.
It's good from beyond the arc.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
And the Clippers call time here. They're down by 1. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What do you think, guys?
And guys, it all comes down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play that'll lead to a catch and shoot here on the inbound. Maybe one quick pass and then get it up.
Leonard, that's for 2. Shot is good. But it looks like this one might get reviewed. Very close on the release. And yes, the officials want to review the shot. They initially thought he didn't get it off in time. The Brooklyn Nets coming into the building and looking sharp, and they hope. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Durant, Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Green, and it's Jordan in at the 5 spot. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. Now here is Holiday. Shots good by Middleton. And Brent, these teams boasting great depth. Many feel that's a hallmark of a great front office.
You go back and you look, Kevin, at some of the teams that have made deep playoff runs or eventually won the championships. That tinkering about bringing in a veteran or just one piece to make that next step for that one matchup or that one series. Finding contributions like that up and down the roster, absolutely, that can make a difference.
And here's Middleton following Jeff Green's 3. Can't hit the step-back jump shot.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Elbow shot is on the way. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Now just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Giannis against Green. And it's Irving with the rebound. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Harden. Taps in, coming off the assist from KD.
Of course, Kevin Durant, one of the game's greatest scorers of all time, but his ability within this offense to make plays, elevating the team.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Outside Holiday. To the inside. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Jordan. And here again, the Nets in transition. Up the court they go. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Holiday against Harden. Now the pass to Green. Jordan kicks to Green. From deep, Harden. Let's keep it alive. Jordan, the pass to Irving. They kick it out to Green. No good from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Green with the rebound. For Brooklyn, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
Well, when you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
It's tipped. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Here's Green. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
Bucks trail by 5. Holiday looking over the floor. From 13, that one goes. Count it.
But when Drew Holiday gets involved in the pick and roll sets like that one there, it's very difficult to guard him. He uses his speed and quickness and change of direction and knocks down the shot.
Now here's Harden. Kicks to KD. Nets passing it around. Irving for 3. The tray nailed from three-point land. Irving's got his second bucket of the night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Lopez. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Lopez powering through that time.
Brooklyn leading by 4. Harden outside. Left side, Jordan. Lopez with the steal. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. And KD's got the ball here for the Nets. Harden kicks to Green. Outside for KD. Harden has a wide open look. Fires for three. Jordan finds Irving. Clock at 6 from downtown. Milwaukee with the rebound. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
Harden against Holiday.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Outside Holiday. The three for DiVincenzo. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Nets lead by 4. And earlier we checked in with Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had this to
lesson that I got.
All part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Griffin on out there with Harris. And it's Claxton in at the power forward position. Dinwiddie against Teague. Dinwiddie passes to Harris. Brown right side. Pass to Claxton. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Teague against Dinwiddie. Here's Portis, and Portis throws it down. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Bucks trail by 3. And here is Teague. Passes it to Portis. Tries again. A nice shot by Teague. Teague's got 4 this quarter.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Dinwiddie outside. He kicks to Griffin. Out left to the wing. Dinwiddie dishes to Harris. Dinwiddie, and Dinwiddie stays with it. And the Nets lead by 3.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
As Giannis has grown in his physical stature, widening those shoulders, having more strength, these are the kind of plays that make all that hard work pay off.
Dinwiddie outside. Inside. Got a piece of it. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. On offense, here are the Bucks. Big stretch here going 10-2. 1:25 left to play here in the second quarter.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. And another turnover here by Brooklyn.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
The Bucks have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Heston Moore. And here is Antetokounmpo. Makes it off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 3 now for the Bucks.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Harden against T. Harden, that's good.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Harden against T. Floats it up for Giannis. Stolen by Harden. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. Morag grabs the board. For Milwaukee, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Teague, the pass to Portis. Over Irving. Portis can't get it to go. The Nets have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. The drive by Jordan. Here's KD. The pass to Green. Outside Irving. Fires from deep. He can't hit that time. And that's it for the first. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome back. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They only had a couple rough stretches. That's all for now. 6.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, Jeff Teague displaying his skills today.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, who's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in its center. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
You know, it tells you something about Harden that he's led the league in free throw attempts so many times. This man is always in attack mode.
Pass to Lopez. On the wing, DiVincenzo. And stolen by Irving. And here comes Durant all alone. And KD throws it down.
Great to see Kyrie Irving getting after it on the defensive end, showing how quick those hands can be, not with the ball handling, but knocking the ball away.
DiVincenzo kicks to Antetokounmpo. Passes to Holiday. Shot clock at 6. And the shot goes in. Holiday's got his second bucket of the night.
You know Drew Holiday is a guard, right? You know he can handle the ball, right? On a string.
Harden surveying the D. For 3, Durant. They get the rebound. Back to Harden. Outside Irving. The Nets working the ball around now. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Irving's got 7.
So clever. He finds different ways to probe inside, and Kyrie with a great finish.
Here's Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. Green dishes to Harden. Back to Green from the arc. And the rebound goes to Lopez. The Bucks train. And Holiday kicks to Antetokounmpo. The kick out to Lopez. Great look, but off the mark.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you want him taking that kind of shot.
Loads it up for Giannis. An emphatic LU jam.
Every night there's something that Giannis does on the floor where you just have to put your hands on your head. Wow, what a move.
Harden against Holiday. Outside for Durant. Harden outside. Fires the three. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting. So some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Here's Griffin down low. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. DiVincenzo passes to Middleton. And the Bucks miss again. Nets trail by 3. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Harris has got the ball. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact. And he'll go to the line for 2. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there, Chris?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. Dinwiddie kicks to Harris. Here's the 3. 1:04 left here in the third quarter. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Another shot. That one misses. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Milwaukee, another fast break opportunity here.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Dinwiddie against T. Harris, right side. Dinwiddie kicks to Harris. Shoots the 3. And it's Connaughton with the rebound. Milwaukee leading by 3. And T, here we go. Here's Connaughton, defended by Griffin. Pass to Tucker. He's looking for Portis and finds him.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. There's Brown with the 3, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. Milwaukee on top as they end the third. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. We've got Brown. Griffin is out there with Harris. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1.
Yeah, that was the third straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Harris dishes to Griffin. Dinwiddie attacking good on the shot.
Yeah, you don't want to leave people open when Blake Griffin has vision of the floor. He exploited the hole in the defense that time.
There's the pass to Portis. A 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. In transition, here come the Nets. Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. Nets passing it around. Dinwiddie kicks to Griffin. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. And it's James Harden with the rebound. Nets trail by 5. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
A nice shot by Irving.
Such a remarkable scorer. Kyrie has such a quick trigger. The D has no chance there.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Pass to Nora. Now here's Portis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Portis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Harden finds Irving. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. From 13, it's Durant on the wing. Passes it to Irving. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Irving can't hit.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Shoots from the elbow. They get it again. They kick it out to Green. Jordan trying to free himself up. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
Tips it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Bucks lead by 6.
Good size and the ability to carve out space. Lopez battling on the rebound.
And here's Harden for 3. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Holiday against Harden. Holiday the pass to Antetokounmpo. Lopez. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist.
Wow, Lopez stepping up. What confidence from the big fella.
And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. It's a 5-point game. Outside Jordan. Pass to KD. Back to Jordan. Outside Durant from past the arc. No good there.
And you can see why he might be off on some of his attempts, getting far fewer shots today than he's accustomed to.
A great floor awareness as Antetokounmpo has a sense for when the D has overcommitted or shifted his way, and then he finds where his teammate is open on the floor.
Harden's shot is off. Milwaukee leading by 7. For 3, Middleton. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Now, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise. And how about the poise from Kyrie Irving? These are the moments he lives for.
Middleton outside. Durant with the steal. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. From outside, off the mark. DiVincenzo against Durant. And Middleton kicks to Holiday. Five to shoot. Double team on Holiday. The pass to Giannis. Takes a 3. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Giannis continuing to work in the offseason at becoming a more efficient and better three-point shooter. That one.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.